辉达执行长黄仁勋在 Apec 企业领袖峰会发表主题演说，马上带您来看现场最新画面。
And first of all, congratulations on such an incredibly successful APEC. It tells you something about the ability for Korea to attract, to unite, and of course, Chairman Tony Che's incredible work to organize what is a historic APEC. And so I want to congratulate you for that. The industry, as you know, the computer industry that NVIDIA is part of is going through a fundamental transformation. And every single industry, because computers are affect and impact every single industry, it is the single most important instrument of humanity today. Every single industry is being impacted as a result of a platform shift we call artificial intelligence. Our journey started over 30 years ago to invent a new way of doing computing. The computing approach that we created and invented is called accelerated computing. We recognized years ago to create a new computing model to solve problems normal computers cannot. It has another benefit that when Moore's law runs out of steam, it could be the path forward for the computer industry. 33 years later, as we continue to be able to create more transistors with every generation of process technology, and even though transistors' performance and power benefits have slowed tremendously, we can now continue to expand computing for as far as we can see because of accelerated computing. We are now seeing a platform shift. This platform shift was the reason for creating the GPU and inventing the model we call CUDA. However, a GPU alone is just a chip. This new computing approach requires tremendous amounts of algorithm software to be developed. We call it CUDA-X libraries. Very few people talk about this, but this is NVIDIA's treasure. These libraries make it possible for us to apply accelerated computing to computational lithography, the work that we do with Samsung, or in deep learning and robotics, the work that we do with many companies here that I'll talk about. It allows us to do quantum physics, it allows us to do quantum computing, molecular dynamics, fluid dynamics, robotics, of course, artificial intelligence. These libraries open new markets for our company. These libraries are precisely the reason why NVIDIA's computing approach is now available all over the world in so many different industries. But it started from a very humble beginning. And so I made a short video for you to give you a feeling for what NVIDIA's technology can do today. It has been 33 years. In fact, I've been coming to Korea, NVIDIA came to Korea 30 years ago. We invented the video game industry together. I introduced GeForce here to Korea 25 years ago. And last night, we had a big celebration with the esports gamers and PC gamers here in Korea. It was incredibly fun to celebrate GeForce 25 years of GeForce. And so I made you a short video, but as you're watching this, remember, nothing here is animated. Everything is simulated. Everything I will show you is mathematics, computer algorithms that make it possible for us to do what I'm about to show you. Please run it.
Ready, go!
It is incredible. It is incredible how far technology has come. And what you saw just now is fundamentally a new computing approach. One of them is called accelerated computing, but you are also seeing artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is, of course, affecting every single industry. And most people think artificial intelligence is a chatbot, as they should. ChatGPT revolutionized artificial intelligence and put it into the hands of everybody. However, artificial intelligence is many things. And I'm going to tell you what it means to you, what it means to the industry that we're in, so that you have a feeling for how you can engage artificial intelligence. First of all, artificial intelligence is a whole new computing platform. The old way of doing software with handwritten software, hand coding, to a new way of doing software where the computer learns by itself, where we train the computer, we train the model for it to perform the task we want it to perform. Artificial intelligence and AI runs on GPUs, whereas hand-coded software runs on CPUs. This entire software stack, from the needs of energy, chips, the infrastructure, all of the software associated with the systems, the AI models and the applications on top, every single layer of computing has been fundamentally changed. Just think, the computer industry has been largely the same for 60 years. And now, with AI and accelerated computing, every single layer of the computing stack is being changed. All of the computers we've created in the past, $1 trillion, maybe more, of computers need to now be transitioned, shifted to the new computing platform. The second thing to know about AI is that although Transformers is incredibly successful and very important, there are many AI models. There's AI models for languages, but remember there's all kinds of information we want to use AI to solve. It could be AI for chemicals, proteins, physics, quantum physics, different fields of science, even AI for robotics, AI that understands the physical world. AI is quite diverse. The number of algorithms necessary to encompass all of the world's different AIs is incredibly vast. ChatGPT and chatbots is one of them. But the beautiful thing is with all these different AI models, we can therefore revolutionize many applications in many industries, which is the reason why we are seeing AI affecting literally every single industry in the world. There are no industries where intelligence is fundamentally not necessary. The observation, and this is a very important idea, that the technology of the past, software of the past, is a tool that humans use. Excel is a tool, web browsers are tools, PowerPoints are tools, these are very important tools, but these are tools used by humans. It's no different than a car that is used by humans. It's no different than screwdrivers and hammers that are tools used by humans. But AI is work. AI performs work, which is the reason why everybody realized that AI has the ability to address the largest technology industry in history. The tools industry, the IT industry we know of the past, is a few $1 trillion. The AI industry AI can address $100 trillion of the world's industries, make it more productive, help the GDP grow. And then one more idea. Artificial intelligence, unlike software, artificial intelligence needs a factory. This is the first technology that transforms energy and on a continuous basis, applying a computers that NVIDIA builds, these GPU AI supercomputers, to generate intelligence for everybody to use. Each single token is generated based on the context of the time and based on the questions that you have for the AI. What that means is the world is going to have enormous number of these AI factories. And because AI is going to be integrated into every single application, into every industry, AI infrastructure will be built by every single country. Just like electricity, just like internet, and now artificial intelligence, AI factories will be built all over the world. It is one of the reasons why this is so consequential to every single country. It is the reason why it is so consequential to the conversation we're having today. AI is an industrial revolution. It changes the computing software stack. The software is work, not tools. It addresses extremely large industries, and it requires factories. Well, in the last couple of years, we've seen extraordinary progress, and this is the system that makes it possible. This is the latest NVIDIA system called Grace Blackwell. This is one giant GPU. It weighs 2 tons, has 1.5 million parts. It consumes 120,000 watts, 120 kilowatts, and it produces tokens or produces intelligence at an incredible speed. This is what a GPU looks like today. People think that NVIDIA GPUs are like a gaming GPU, but these GPUs are really massive. Entire supercomputers in a rack. Probably the question that most people ask me is, what changed this year? You might have seen that although AI has been growing quickly, NVIDIA has been growing quickly, but in the last 6 months, it seems the growth has really accelerated quite substantially. There's a reason for that. In the last couple of years, AI has made tremendous progress because we can now reason and think and solve problems that we have never been trained before to solve. AI now has what is called 3 scaling laws. We teach it like a child to memorize information. We also teach it, called post-training, how to perform new skills, how to reason and how to think.